We're going to be looking at one of the craziest cases to have come out of the UK in recent years. Woman jailed for life after murdering parents and living with bodies in Essex. Virginia McCullough, 36, kept bodies of her father and mother in-house for 4 years after their deaths.
Sorry.
Straight away, it's really bizarre to me that there's concrete slabs for some reason at the back door. I have a house with a back door. I certainly don't have concrete slabs on the inside. Why are they there?
No one in here at the moment. Hold on. The police. Got it. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Show your hands. You there?
Jenny?
Yep.
Jenny? Oh. The time is 12:12. You're under arrest on suspicion of murder against Jonathan McCullough and Elias McCullough. Okay?
She is just so, yeah, no emotion. Yeah, okay. If that was anyone else in that situation, they would be distraught. They'd be at least a little anxious. She doesn't care. She's just like, okay.
She doesn't say anything, but in my home defence, she did not mention when question, so it's like she doesn't want anything to do with the evidence. Okay?
She's more concerned about her jumper being in the way. Please get my jumper out of the way. That's more of a concern than, the two dead bodies in the house.
Alright, your arrest is necessary for a prompt investigation.
Is there anything in the pocket we should know about?
Yes, there is. Can I take you to it?
No, you can tell me.
Can we go in there for a second, just so I can tell you something about what's in there?
Yeah.
And then,
I want to tell us something.
So calm and collected, she's just like, yeah, there's something upstairs. Let me take you to it. Even the cops are like, no, absolutely not.
and I said, I need to tell you something about what's upstairs on the top floor as well.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, mind your face, obviously.
Yeah, I'm so not fine.
No, it's fine.
I know, but obviously I've got to be careful. My dad's body's in there.
Right, okay.
That was delivered in the most sort of relaxed, nicest way possible. My dad's body's in the house. I'm lost for words. Seriously, I've seen this footage. I've seen this part multiple times, and it just blows my mind. There's no denying. It's just straight up facts.
Yep, okay. Obviously I'll
What about
say,
your mum?
a little bit more complicated.
Okay.
This is the part I haven't actually seen. I don't understand why it's a little bit more complicated. I'm sure it's going to be delivered just as smooth as every other part has been delivered.
That's why I said, can I go upstairs and show you?
Right, can you explain it to us, please? Because we're trying to preserve this. It's now going to be sent, so we need to preserve this the best we can. So I don't want you to have you walking up there, all right? Because that's for your well-being as well as ours.
Oh, no.
Why is she more concerned about her cuffs being rolled up? I don't get it. There's 2 dead bodies in this house, and all she is concerned about is her cuffs being rolled up. To be fair, I don't know how much body will be left after 4 years. I don't know.
Okay. So where will we find your mum?
Well, possible.
Where will we find your mum?
Okay, so upstairs there are about 5 wardrobes.
Yep.
It's behind the bed, but back next to the sink. It's the second one.
I like how she just refers to the body as it. It's behind there, it's behind that. Unless she's referring to the wardrobe itself.
I've slipped a pile of those into his drink. There were about 2 or 3 drinks that I brought downstairs. They were basically, he didn't drink all of them. He only drank probably about half of 2. But when I went in the morning, this was before my mother. When I went in the morning, early hours, I got up about half an hour early, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Came in and he was gone.
Imagine being poisoned by your daughter. You kind of just have to hope that he slipped into his long sleep, peacefully at least, rather than suffered for no reason, apart from her own gain.
He was gone.
Okay.
It's
It's up to you if you want to talk.
Yeah.
But the thing is, purpose of your arrest is for a prompt, effective investigation as well as by questioning you. We can't do that here. It needs to be done at a police station, all right?
She just does not give a flying care.
I did know that this would kind of come eventually. It's proper that I serve my punishment. So
I'll be honest, I don't think any sort of punishment is going to be good. You've admitted to killing 2 people. Your parents, your primary caregivers. You got 36 years, which is a good sentence. But still, it doesn't account for the horrificness that she is already admitted to.
Okay, so Virginia, I'm just going to ask you this. This is what I've written down based on the information you just told us, because what we regard as a significant comment, because you've made it under caution after your arrest.
By the way, they're my granddad's.
Okay, right. So I've written this, please. I, Virginia McCullough, have informed Police Constables 77329 Brown and 79387 Bowers after entering my house on Friday the 15th September 2023 that I murdered my father, John McCullough, who was stated was under a bed in the rear ground floor of the house, and my mother upstairs in a cupboard next to the sink.
Wardrobe. Wardrobe. It's a double wardrobe.
Right, okay, I've written
Double
cupboard.
wardrobe. It's like 4 wardrobe doors, but it's the one nearest the sink. Double wardrobe.
I like that she clarified that it wasn't a cupboard, it was a double wardrobe.
Yeah.
What's significant as I've written down there here now, I've just read out to you. Are you happy to sign that, to say that's a true account?
Yeah.
Absolutely no hesitation.
Cheer up, at least you caught the bad guy.
I've just woken up today and done my job. No.
Cheer up, at least you've caught the bad guy. What is this woman thinking at this time? It's not like she's in shock or anything. She said herself she knew it was coming. She's trying to make light of the situation. She's been very light the whole time. It's surreal watching this, honestly. Imagine being in the arresting police officer's shoes and having to go through all of this with her. And then eventually actually having to go and see the bodies. I feel really bad for the police officers within this case, because they're having to do the initial arrest and then they'll be having to do the initial discovery of the bodies. And then you've got the whole roll-on effect. Her two parents, funnily enough, had families as well. They had more family than just her. People have lost them. It's a sad, sad tale for those two people. It's not a sad, sad tale for her.
I know I don't think
not a lot.
100% evil, but we all, yeah.
I'm not going to comment on anything. It's not my job to comment on it, okay? Because I've got to be impartial with everything, okay? So I'm not going to give any comment.
No, well, I mean, I deserve to obviously get whatever's coming sentence-wise, because that's the right thing to do.
This is the only kind of bit of guilt so far she's shown. Although the way she speaks, she's obviously trying to just manipulate people. You can tell. I'm definitely 100% sure. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but this is psychopathic behaviour. She knows what she's doing. She will have done this multiple times before, considering she's managed to hide the bodies for 4 years.
And that might give me a bit of peace.
She doesn't deserve peace, let's be honest. She never deserves peace after what she's done.
Also in the handbag as well, there's and again, because you're probably going to need to know about it, there's a card in there, card one money, and that's a bank card where there's a lot of transactions that have taken place over the last few years from money that pertains to my parents.
I mean, we could have probably guessed this from the beginning. It was for financial gain. Even though she killed both of her parents, she'd still been collecting their pensions, etc. Every time people asked about them, she would just say things like they retired to Clacton, which is on the Sunshine Coast of Essex, apparently. And also, she would just state that they were ill. It wasn't actually until 2023 that Essex Safeguarding Team actually got a phone call about this. Mr. and Mrs. McCullough's GP had actually raised a safeguarding concern for their welfare, having not seen either of them for some time.
So, murder weapon is upstairs in the toilet room, kitchen knife, it's in the middle of the brown carpet, against the wall, opposite the shelves, so there are two long white shelves, so opposite where that wall is, that's where the knife is.
She's better at describing stuff than I am when I'm trying to make videos on YouTube. I can never get the descriptions right, but she can get it straight off the bat. This just shows that in these 4 years she has probably been planning exactly what she's going to say. That's why she's not moved anything either. Because if she was really... She's just very brazen about it. She is so calculated. She's just like, oh yeah, it's there. She knew it was coming, and she didn't care. Maybe it's just to make the process easier so she doesn't have to wait about after.
So next bit is very hard to talk about. That's probably the most grisly detail. So on the...
Just before she gets into the grisly detail, this is when she's trying to basically make people feel empathetic towards her. This is another reason why I think she's a psychopath. She knows how to manipulate people. This is textbook right here.
Ground floor, underneath the stairs, there's a few like storage boxes and things.
In the middle, I think it's in one of the boxes or in a bag or something. If you want me to shush after this, it's fine. But every bit helps. You will find forensic bits helpful. There's a hammer.
She started crying at the beginning there, and then she just stopped. Because I think she realised she's not getting the reaction out the cops that she wanted.
I know, but I'm trying to help, so you find everything. It's in the middle, underneath the stairs. It will still have blood on it. It's rusted, but it will still have blood traces on it.
So again, she didn't try to hide anything. She didn't even try to wash it. I think this is just so she could have streamlined the process. You know, getting booked in, go to court, go to jail. Bing bang bosh, attaboy.
So not cooperating is futile.
Yeah.
There's no point in not cooperating, there really isn't. And plus, apart from not getting my eye, she take what it comes. That's the result of the point, I think. So, yeah.
Well, at least she done one thing correct. She knew that not cooperating would just be a painstaking process. That leads back to all my other things about her just wanting to streamline it. This is a horrific thing that's happened. And as I've said multiple times, she actually does show no emotion throughout the whole thing. She was actually sentenced to jail for a minimum term of 36 years, which is great. It's wonderful, because she quite frankly doesn't deserve to be out in the streets. Even in 36 years' time, when she's going to be 72 at that point, because she's already 36 at the moment, she's still going to be a danger, even at 72. I just don't understand. No matter how dire your financial issues are, would you go and kill your parents and then hide the body, spend their money and lie to people that they're ill or they can't be seen? Honestly, this is a horrific and tragic case that's happened. At least the person that's done this is behind bars and hopefully reaping what they sow. 2 people lost their lives for absolutely no reason. It's just sad. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say a big thanks. I know it is really difficult trying to watch stuff like this. It's not the nicest of subject matter. Let me know your thoughts in this case down below in the comment section. Thanks very much, guys. Goodbye.